Welcome again, everybody, to George's meeting today. And he's got a really good one today. I'm going to read a little bit about what he's going to be talking about. It's a guided meditation to our star family and general upliftment. The meditation will transcend the physical body down to the level of our light body in connection to the source energy. On the subtle level, we will reach out with our consciousness to connect telepathically with our star family, the Pleiadian Emissaries of Light, the Acturian Healers, the Lyons, and the Sirians. Once we sense the energy of our star family drawing near, we'll each ask for a general upliftment of our body's energy field and request healing for any imbalances we may be experiencing. This process will expand our conscious mind, encompassing both our subtle body and our greater consciousness of our galactic family of love and light. Okay, George, you go ahead and you can start the meeting.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the introduction, David. We'll start by just gently closing our eyes and sitting in a comfortable position with our feet on the floor, and just imagine roots growing out of your feet down into the earth, grounding your body's energy field and making that connection to Gaia beneath our feet. And just as we make this connection, just imagine all the stale energy from your body being drawn down these roots into the earth for reprocessing. We no longer require things that are no longer serving us. Allow them to go down these roots and include your relationships, include your emotions and feelings that no longer serve, and just allow it all to go down these roots into the earth, and then draw it from the earth, fresh, revitalizing energy, full of health, full of vitality, full of all the positive qualities we'd like to receive. And then we'll just connect with the breath and take a few deep breaths. Just breathe in for the count of 4 and hold it for the count of 2, and then breathe out for the count of 4. And just allow the breath to take you down into the silence, and then we'll open up the chakra points in our body. So just take the awareness down to the base of the spine and just see the 4 petals of the base chakra opening up their petals. And then allow the awareness to go up a little bit higher to the sacred chakra. And just see the 6 petals of the sacred chakra opening up its petals. The base chakra radiated out beautiful red light, and the sacred chakra radiates out orange light. And then we'll take our awareness a little bit higher, just above the navel at the solar plexus. And just imagine the 10 petals of the solar plexus chakra opening up its petals, radiating a beautiful yellow light out. And all these lower chakras, the light is all merging together and going out into our aura and bringing a field of protection around us. And then we'll raise our awareness a little bit higher up the spine to the heart chakra and see the 12 petals of the heart chakra opening up, and a beautiful green energy radiating out both in front and behind us. And then taking the awareness up to the throat chakra and see the 16 petals of the throat chakra opening up their petals and radiating a beautiful blue light out. And then taking the awareness up to the brow chakra, the third eye, and see that chakra point opening up, and see the 96 petals of the brow chakra opening up their petals and radiating a beautiful purple light out. And then finally take our awareness up to the crown chakra and see the 1,000-petaled lotus at the top of our head opening up its petals, and a beautiful column of white light coming in from the sun and the central sun and all the stars of our solar system and the Milky Way, as it were, and out to the whole universe, and just see all that light energy coming into your body, bringing healing to the various parts of your body. If you've got any particular issues, please do think of those and breathe into that region of your body and invite the light to heal that area of your body, and just allow this white light to fill up your auric space, expanding the aura outwards around you and filling it with divine energy, as it were. And then we'll just become conscious of our physical body itself, and just take your awareness to the cellular level of your body, particularly the heart area, the lungs, the kidneys, and the liver, and just see those four areas operating at peak potential. See the white light healing the various organs, and see the connection with this light, with the DNA of each cell. We really connect the DNA down to our soul energy, because rather than externally, as that is what creates the electromagnetic field which our organs live within, and just see that energy coming up the various layers of the body. If you can imagine going down through the cells, through the molecules, through the atoms, down through the finer particles, down into your light body, which connect you to the soul, and then just go beyond the soul to that source energy beneath, and just feel the silence of that source energy. Just know that this empty vacuum space, this quantum field of energy, connects you to everything in the universe. So just reach out with your feelings, reach out to the various planets of our solar system, out to the Milky Way, out to the universe, and then the multiverse, and just feel totally connected and at one with the whole universe. Just know that the universe is a fractal system whereby it repeats itself on smaller and smaller levels. So just know that your soul really is reflecting the energy that we experience when we were first born. When you take that first breath, it almost like taking a holographic photograph of the whole universe, and a bit like a photograph of our solar system, and which through astrology we can feel the influences of all the different planets in our solar system, but it goes out beyond that. It goes out to all the stars and all the other planets of the universe as well. And we'll just spend a little time in this silence and invite this fountain of eternal youth that there is at this source energy to send healing to any problems we may have in our body. Just invite the light to come out and send rays to any discomfort you may be experiencing in your body, and breathe into that region so it gets additional oxygen and nourishment. And just take a few more deep breaths. And then we'll connect again with this source energy within. Know that this source energy is everywhere in the universe and is actually who you really are. You are part of God. You are part of this universal life force. So just know that this life force reaches out to the universe and connects us to our star family. You know, people talk a lot about star beings, as it were, and uh, our individual soul energy may have come to Earth from another star, and if you reach out to the areas, for instance, we'll just do the four nearest ones, which is the Pleiadians and the Acturians and the Sirians and the Lyons. Just reach out, and we've raised our vibration to a level where these star beings, these light beings, can tune into our frequencies. Just send them love and appreciation, invite their energies to come close to you, and just feel your energy being uplifted by these star beings. Feel yourself connecting to them. We'll connect to the Arturians first, and they're quite famous for their healing. So if you've any bodily sensations, anything that's not working 100%, just ask the Arturians to send you healing to that particular region of your body, and just feel the love coming from them. Feel that healing energy. They have, if you like, psychic surgeons that can work on the organs of the body. Just feel the grains of light becoming finer as the vibration increases and raises. You may notice that all the boundaries have now disappeared and you're feeling infinite in all directions. And then we'll connect with the Pleiadians that I think are helping us at the moment to evolve by sending love and watching over what's happening on our planet. And just see them, we know that more and more people on the planet are practicing meditation and different activities that raise the vibration, like yoga and things like that. And just know that we are reaching a point now where there's so much light on the planet that the negativity that's controlled us up until now, all the shadows and darkness cannot exist any longer, and the control systems are becoming very transparent, so we can see through them and things, and we've now got a very strong sense of what is right and correct from this source energy. It's almost as though the source energy is taking over it, telling us what to do, as it were, yet it's all done on a voluntary basis. They're not forcing anything. But if you allow yourself to become in tune with the source energy, you might notice synchronicities happening in your life, that if you were starting a new project or something, that the people that you might require for that project might just happen to turn up in your environment, and you'll be introduced to them and start working with them and things. It's as though the whole universe is becoming coherent and connected as the frequencies of energy raise, and we're becoming into resonance with our star family and all the technology that's been hidden from us, perhaps 0 point energies and, clean energy systems. And just know that we are, the whole of the Earth's consciousness is rising as we're all evolving. I mean, just send out the love that you're feeling out to the whole planet so that we can help with that raising process, so that we can be one with the whole human family on the earth and include also the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom. It's all connected to this source energy at this quantum vacuum state. And then think of all the non-physical beings, the angels and maybe the ascended masters and different, family that you may have yourself in spirit. They can see much more than you can. They can see the future and the past when you're in spirit, and everything's happening in the now moment. So just be fully present in this now moment and just perhaps reconnect with the Akashic records and reconnect with the whole of the knowledge of the universe. It's all available to you in this now moment. Feel yourself being very expanded, but yet very healthy and stable as well. Feel the love that's coming from the source energy and from our star family. Appreciate their presence, appreciate the angels, and appreciate the Christ energy and all the various religions of the world that are all helping to raise the vibration of the planet Earth. Just enjoy this expanded state of silence. Know that everything is in perfect balance and perfect harmony, operating very synchronistically. From this source energy, look out to your individual soul and the position of all the stars that make up your soul energy, that create the electromagnetic field of your body, that the DNA of every cell tunes into. Just know that these DNAs are being upgraded from a two-strand system up to a 12-strand virtual system. As you connect out to your star family, that all the dormant DNA is starting to find resonance and become activated, so that we are growing in knowledge, so that we're growing in awareness and understanding. There is no fear at this level. It's only love. So just enjoy that loving feeling as we reach out. We're charging and tuning our energy to the whole universe. And then just tune each layer of the body, starting with your light body and then expanding up to the physical particle size first, and then the atoms and the different parts of the atoms, and just see them all clustering together and forming the molecules of your body that cluster together to form the the cells of your body that cluster together to form the organ. And just see these layers of energy fitting neatly one inside the other, operating in perfect harmony in both 3 and 5D configuration. You know, we've lived in a 3D world, but when we come to this level of spirit, we lose the time, which is like the 4th dimension, and then merge with the 5th dimension, which is your spiritual essence, and know that now we've experienced that experience will stay with us even in our waking state of consciousness. We'll feel that deep connection to the silence and just know that we are part of the whole universe and supported and connected by the whole universe. We live in abundance, and abundance is the nature of the universe. And then when you're ready, just reconnect with your 5 senses and just become aware of the sense of touch, of taste, of smell, of feeling, and eyesight, and become aware of your 6 senses, you know, your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, and your clairsentience. Just know that as your nervous system vibrates at these higher frequencies, you have much more layers of communication with the universe around you. You know, the light coming in from our sun and from the stars is now working with the water in the body to send light frequencies into the water. We know from Dr. Emoto's research into water that, you know, if you talk positively to water, it produces lovely crystalline structures, and if you produce dark thoughts, then it looks ugly and not very nice. So just know that the light that comes into your body from these higher vibrations are a new form of communication we'll experience going forward, whereby the crystalline structure of the water, if you think of a crystal screen, perhaps on your phone or on your computer, you know, it's like a liquid crystal. Well, water is the same, you know, that the energy that's put into it can form beautiful patterns and very vivid colors. We may well see the colors of the planet around us much more vividly as our vibration rises. We may become more attuned to the spiritual musics and things that are, and all the other frequencies in the universe. You know, each star and each planet has its own frequency of energy, and we'll start to absorb those frequencies as well. Anyway, when you're ready and you're feeling grounded within yourself, then we'll think about closing all the chakras of our body, you know, starting at the crown chakra. We'll gently close the crown chakra and just leave it at its normal everyday functioning. And then close the brow chakra, which is normally responsible for our clairvoyance and things. So allow the petals of the brow chakra to draw in, and then the throat chakra, it deals with the clairaudience, and then the heart chakra that deals with your feelings and your clairsentience, as it were, and then dropping down to your solar plexus chakra. Just know that this chakra is, if you like, in control of your emotions or the water of the body. Just know that the emotions flow through the water and your feelings flow through the heart of the body. just see that subtle difference, and then we'll take our attention down to the sacred chakra. Sacred chakra is mainly responsible for our uh, family and personal contact, like your partners and your friends and family they all have little strands of energy that connect you to each other. You know, if ever you've waved goodbye to someone at a train station or a bus station, you may feel a tugging in your sacred chakra area as the bus pulls out or the train pulls out. It's just that you have all these subtle links that are connecting you to friends and family. And then take the awareness down to the base chakra and just see the base chakra, which is really helps manage the grounding and helps manage your physical body. Just see that grounding energy connection very clear and know that all the toxins have been taken out of your body into the ground. And then draw up the roots from the earth energy, bring them back up into your base chakra and seal them off. And then when you're feeling ready, just gently open your eyes and become aware of the room around you. And just connect again with the here and now. And just slowly come out of the meditative state. And I'll hand you over to David for the questions and answer session.
Thank you very much, George. That was very good. And a lot of good stuff there. I've said this before, that these are recorded and go to Wendy to put on her YouTube. And often I go back and I listen to them pretty soon after when we first broadcast them. And I get a lot out of it. Sometimes I'll listen to them 2 or 3 times. I got the advantage of being the coordinator, so I'll have this probably tonight, and I'll give it a listen tomorrow when it's quiet and, when I'm rested, which is usually very early in the morning. One thing that what we usually do is we just open it up for any questions or comments. My first comment would be that I had what I saw, and sometimes we will tell everybody kind of like what we saw when we were meditating, and I saw something that looked like a traffic light, that you would see when you're driving, where it's red, yellow, and green. Except I saw something like that, but it was a really beautiful blue light, and around the background it was just all black. And then probably a couple minutes later, I saw the same thing, but it was much smaller. So, and it kind of reminded me of a spaceship looking up into the sky. So was my reaction today. If anybody, I guess we'll do the thing that we'll try raising our hands if anybody has anything that they want to make any comments on. So please raise your hand and I'll see it. Okay, Marge.
Okay, that was beautiful.
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you, David. That was beautiful, George. Thank you so much. I have a cracking in my neck. I don't know if you guys have that from time to time where your neck starts to crack when you're moving it around. And so I asked the Acturian to see if she could heal it, and she could, because now it is so easy to move and so flowing. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is just amazing. When you first introduced the space people, I gave them each a hug, just to do like an energy connection between me and them. And the Pleiadian, I saw a lot of eyes. I just see a lot of eyes, and maybe that's a dragon thing. I don't know. But in one of the eyes, I did see a person, but they faded out very, very quickly. So I didn't really get a chance to lock on to that to see what it was about. But one of the eyes winked at me. So I thought, oh, that's a sign. I had an awful lot of chills too, which for me is a confirmation when the energy is coming through. And I was doing an awful lot of yawning as well. So I know I was releasing a lot of the toxins. So thank you, George. That was just wonderful. I will listen to it again. Blessings.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
very welcome.
Priscilla, what did you think of this today, since you're relatively new here?
Well, I have to say that I've had a lot of success with healing meditations. So I appreciated what George had to say about pulling source energy in to heal what ails you.
Mm-hmm.
But most notably for me today, that it was new, was that I managed to envision the multiplex.
Okay.
To imagine our planets, our sun and moon, and then expanding it, and then way expanding it. So that's progress for me.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Very
I
nice.
mean, I haven't never tried before. Let's put it that way. I haven't tried before, but I guess I
Mhm.
need to do that if I'm going to explore the universe.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, George. That was good.
You're
Yeah.
very welcome. Hmm.
Anybody else have a comment for today? George,
Oh,
when you're
oh,
talking,
All
go
right.
ahead.
oh, I'm
Who do we
sorry. I
have?
couldn't find my hand quick enough, so I just thought I'd talk. So
Yeah,
I
that's
just
good enough.
wanted to thank you. I find that you bring in so many new things that are new to me. So it's you know great to consider the water and to reminder to thank others while I'm having this meditation, and just learn more about the chakras. And I definitely felt like, because I always kind of have a lot of stress, and I felt like my body relaxed for the first time in a while. So I do appreciate that. And the lovely tone of your voice and your words of wisdom. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
You're very welcome.
So, George, when you're giving your meditation, what are you feeling?
Well, I think we reached quite a profound level of silence. I don't know if everyone could feel it as well, but I feel that we got to a point where we did expand out, and you could almost realize that you are the whole universe. That you are part of God, and that aspect of you connection to the whole universe. That when we transcend our soul energy, we come into the greater self, as it were, where we're one with the whole universe. And I think we achieved that today.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to interact with it as well, on an individual basis, which I think is great, because it's like breathing consciousness into unconscious areas, if you know what I mean. That as we become conscious of these gifts, we're able to use them in our life, where we're not conscious of them, while they're in our subconscious. It's an automatic system. You don't have control, but when you become conscious of them, you're put yourself in the driving seat, as it were, and you've got the choice of going to various places and parts of the universe you don't normally think you're going to. So I think the human consciousness is expanding outwards, and we are realizing that we are the whole universe. So you don't actually have to travel anywhere because you're there already. It just means you just need to become conscious of a different part of yourself, and move your awareness. I normally use the analysis of moving your awareness from your head down to your big toe or something. Did you travel to your big toe, or did you just become aware of a different aspect of yourself? And when you're doing this traveling in the universe, you don't actually travel because you're there already. The quantum field is instant communication, as it were. So anyway, Julia's got her hand up, so well, let her speak now.
Yeah, go ahead, Julia.
Thank you, Dave and George. We so appreciate your immense skills with this, George. Absolutely lovely. My best spiritual discovery of 2025, as well as this group, was listening to this wonderful channeling from a group of beings called the Galactic Federation of Light. It took me a while to get into them. I thought it was a bit far out at first. It's been so beautiful, so spiritually profound. So I really resonated with a lot of what you said. I particularly like the messages from the Acturians and the Pleiadians. And they talk a lot about free energy and natural medicine and how the evil cabal that you refer to is losing its control. So it was so interesting what you said. And would you perhaps care to elaborate on the fractal nature of the universe that you mentioned? Do you mean that we are all aspects of God and God is everywhere? So like you've just said, we only have to think and we can be wherever we want to be. Is that what you mean by a fractal universe?
Yes, I think you're describing it correctly. There is only one energy in the universe, and it's all an aspect of the one source energy, or God, as you choose to call it. And it will be nice when that source energy becomes strong enough. It doesn't take away your free will, but at the same time, if it coordinates you with other parts of itself, then that could be an advantage, if you allow that to happen, as it were. And it's nice to have the synchronicity in your everyday activity, and the thoughts that come in your mind are what's needed at that time to achieve what you want to achieve, and it's good to have that God support, as it were.
Okay. Peg?
George, you are a miracle worker in so many ways. I mean, where you took us today are places, well, I didn't know about, I might imagine, but you took us there. And I really feel like I connected to those places. And, to me, that's a miracle because now I have them. They really are powerful, and your meditation process is just one of a kind. It's very powerful and very meaningful. So I appreciate what you do. I appreciate who you are, and just where I was taken today was truly beautiful. Several people have mentioned some truths about what they found as well, that we know that there's energy coming from them, which is love. And all of this is an effort to help raise the consciousness of this sad earth. And I found your meditation hopeful. Thank you, George.
Okay, thank you. Well, I think the power, to a certain extent, comes from 50 years of practicing transcendental meditation, where I, transcended my physical body back to source energy twice a day, and practice yoga, and as well as the meditation and things, and breathing exercises, and when you're doing it day in, day out, that you get to the point where it stays with you in your daily activity, if you know what I mean. You've got the full breadth of your consciousness. What you're doing is taking your conscious mind down into your subconscious and making those aspects of yourself conscious, and by doing that on a daily basis, it gets stronger, as it were, and you find you can use that knowledge, as I talked earlier about, having if you don't know the gifts that God gave you, you can't use them. It's only when you become conscious of them that you get the opportunity to use your gifts. It's nice that we can take our conscious mind down these layers of the body and experience the silence within, and know that silence will talk to us and give us messages and tell us what to do and help us and in life, but it's coordinating everything in the universe at the same time. If you think of a huge, I suppose, like quantum computer that's coordinating everything, you are part of it. You're made from God's energy, and it control. It's and it's nice that you can heal your body as well using that energy as well. You can recalibrate your different organs and things and get them back in tune with your soul energy. It's good not to try and be someone that you're not. It's good to keep your energy unique to yourself. Each plant in the garden has its own uniqueness, and they all blend with each other and enhance each other, but if you try copying each other, then you may have distortions in your energy field that may then cause physical diseases and things. So it's good to stay in your own energy and be yourself.